I got cheated on by my BF of 2 years with a girl who's also an ALDR relationship of 5 years. My BF and I were happy. We had our ups and downs, but we always get through it. He was my best friend. We were so in love. We talk about everything. Despite the distance, our connection was strong. We were a team and had our future planned so we could be together. We had met once and was planning to meet again this year. Yeah, we don't have the money to meet up that often. Now, how I found out everything. I think they have this thought of being okay to cheat, because they are on the same situation both on LDR. My BF now ex was trying to admit to me with a lie that they just kissed. I know you're gonna think that I should have ended it right there. The moment he said that phrase and just let it go, I wanted to know the truth. So I was back and forth talking to my BF and the girl till the truth came out with their hidden lies and gaslighting. They were having sex every day at his apartment during their free time. They study at the same school. The girl knew who I am and was not even sorry when I also had a confrontation with her. She was smiling the whole time like it wasn't a big deal. I was being nice to her as much as I want to cuss words at her, but I told her that's not who I am. The whole time during the confrontation I was in pain. I puked and punched the wall nonstop. It didn't even hurt, so this pain in me would ease a bit. I was connecting the dots and everything made sense to me now. During those video calls with my ex assuring me the girl was there beside him the entire time. She was okay with it. I already had a problem with her in the past because they became close instantly. The most f***ed up thing is despite me knowing all this, there's still love left in me willing to forgive him, but thankfully I did not. I still have self-respect left in me. I used to say, if a guy cheats on me, I'll cut him off instantly. It's not that easy when you love a person purely. I had booked a ticket to surprise visit him, but that will not happen anymore because he cheated. He even still have the audacity to say, if I could still come after what happened. He even said we never fence it, like it makes everything less painful. I told him as long as I did not do you wrong, I think I'm gonna be all right. I did not regret a thing in this relationship. I was pure and genuine. I couldn't bear and forgive myself to hurt the person I love. I already cut him off and blocked him on everything. I'm now focusing on my healing. It may take a while, but I know there will come a time that I'll be all right. To all the people who got cheated on, I'm so sorry it happened to you. I wish you peace and abundance. Everything you felt and your reaction from being cheated on is valid. Don't mind the people who judge you for it. You are an amazing person and you don't deserve it. It's not the end of the world. Better things are yet to come. Story number 2. My boyfriend seems to be a serial cheater. I 30 to female am in a relationship with my partner 30 to male who I love, who lives with me, but has cheated in the past, which caused trust issues. We started dating last spring and he moved in last fall. But I ended up finding out that he was messaging other women on social media, hitting on them, and had actually had a guy over to my place to hook up. While I was at work before he fully moved in, he's bisexual, which was really messed up. I found out months later from texts on his phone, and he insisted that it was a one-time thing, and that he'd ended up going to his car to hook up with the guy in the parking lot. But either way, it was still cheating. We attempted an open relationship, but he still didn't tell me who he was talking to or inviting over to my place. He claimed he would have told me if they agreed to come over, which I don't really believe. Only found out about him inviting more people over by looking at his phone. He also got jealous when I got involved with someone else. I wasn't completely honest about everything at that time, because I was bitter about his previous lies and cheating, but it was with someone he agreed for me to hook up with in the first place. I made mistakes, but nothing like what he put me through, and all of this while I was supporting him financially. Eventually, I ended things and asked him to move out, but he convinced me to start letting him stay over again a couple weeks later. He's very loving when we're together, and seemed sincere about regretting his mistakes and wanting to commit. In early May, I was next to him when he opened his call log on his phone and saw a call to a name I didn't know. I asked him and he claimed it was his cousin, who I'd never heard of before. I let it go but brought it up later and he kept insisting it was his cousin. This past weekend I told him I knew he lied, because I got on his phone and the contact was deleted. It didn't make sense that he deleted his cousin. He admitted that it was a girl he used to work with from a job he left in March. The phone call was early May, so they'd been talking for almost 2 months. After he stopped working with her, he admitted that she was younger, 20 years old, and made him feel sexy, but insisted that nothing physical happened, which I don't believe. He also had no explanation for how it ended, just said he deleted her number and stopped talking to her. I don't feel like I can continue this relationship with these deep feelings of betrayal and broken trust. I still love him and he's admitted to possibly being a sex addict and wanting to work on it. But that doesn't make it okay. It seems like he thinks finally being honest about the girl he claimed was his cousin means that he did nothing wrong, but he still lied to me for months and at the least had an emotional affair. He acts like he loves me so much, and it makes it hard to talk to him about the betrayals. I'm planning to ask him to move out, just looking for advice on discussing it, without getting upset, and how to express that finally being honest doesn't mean it's okay that he lied to me for months about this other relationship. That was at the least an emotional affair. Story number 3. GF cheated on me with her abusive ex. 3 years and 6 months ago, I met an amazing girl and we started dating 6 months after we met. Throughout the relationship, she vaguely mentioned little things about her ex she was with before me, who she dated for less than a year, and from what I was told, he cheated on her, assaulted her multiple times, and just didn't treat her well as she accepted it, cause she claims her self-esteem and respect was low. Throughout the 3 years since, we grew together in such amazing ways, and obviously we fought and made up as most couples do. She'd tell me issues and I'd work to fix them and vice versa. But I would say things were good for so long as I met her when life wasn't so great, and she came up with me where as of March 2023 I believed things couldn't get any better. At the start of 2023, she started going to a university where she was mainly isolated from her friends. So she made new friends, and I truly believe they're nothing about bitter. The ones that every solution to relationship problems is breakup type girls. But anyways, since February when she started getting a bit less communicative, text less, etc. And I understood cause she had uni and I had work throughout. I work 12-hour shifts 5 days a week, so I'm pretty busy, but I always made time for her, and shit kinda started hitting the fan start of April. My birthday is pretty early in April, during her holiday period, and what was months of planning for a perfect birthday together turned out to be me going in for work. Cause she apparently had to go to the dentist, suspicions grew, but I trusted her so I didn't pay too much attention to it. End of April she broke up with me, and claimed it was due to her parents. Her parents never liked me due to my religious beliefs, which is nothing. Basically, am still confused about everything. But her parents took that as I'm a Satan worshiper. So you get the idea of her parents, they're those Christians. She said we could remain friends, and I agreed cause I didn't want to lose such a presence in my life. But a few days later into May, I started re-listening to old voice notes of hers, where she mentioned her ex's name, and for literally no rhyme or reason I decided to search him on IG. Lo and behold, first result was him, and I saw a whole IG story highlights dedicated to her that dates back to start of April, and I realized she cheated, and if she didn't cheated, there was emotional cheated and overlapped him with me. I kind of lost my head and confronted her about it. I would have liked to not have spoken and just left her alone. And throughout the first week of May, she spoke to me in such a way that felt like 3.5 years of character background was erased in an instant, to the point where I would started to doubt everything about what she said and did over that time. And I know we're young, but I truly believed she was gonna be the one. As in, she met my mom, would have met my dad and siblings on my birthday, met some of my best friends and more. As of July 2023, I've found out since all of this she dropped out of uni, got into a car crash, and now is unemployed, as well as her new, old boyfriend who last night I realized is a wannabe SoundCloud rapper. And no, it's not it. Seeing her support all of that and stay in that honeymoon phase makes me feel so shit, cause I'm probably not innocent either, but she wouldn't give me reasons for why all this happened. And I can't for the life of me think of situations that could add up to this. It makes me feel not only just numb for the past 3 months, but also just like a terrible human being. All my friends who are aware of this situation says otherwise and that I didn't deserve this. But karma is a bitch, and I just want to know if I did one really bad thing or if all my bad life choices decided to get me in the end. I've been through every stage of grief about 3 times so far, and am losing my mind. I honestly can't take this anymore. Story number 4. My GF is sleeping with other dudes for money. I, 25 male, have been dating my GF, 23 female, for about 7 months. We met in Dubai and hit it off really well. Her living condition wasn't the best, and she always struggles with money. I was in Dubai for a month, and we spent almost every day together. When I left, I didn't think she would want to continue talking to someone who lived overseas, but she would always try to call or text me. And since I wasn't popular at home and I was getting attention from a cute girl, I decided why not keep in touch. After months of talking, I finally came back to visit, and she was all over me. The minute I came out of the airport, after catching up, she told me she got a new phone, but was struggling to set it up, so I helped her. When I was helping, she told me her email and password, and we started a family share so she can have access to Apple Music. One day I noticed she got an alert from Tinder and my heart dropped. I thought to myself, maybe I can live with the fact that she cheated on me long distance once, but to see she was getting alerts while I was still there hurt. When I went back to my temporary residency, I remembered I had access to her email and password. First, I made a fake Tinder account to see if I could match with her, and after only 1 day we matched and started chatting. She sent a red heart, then went on to say money for sex, and that hurt to read. I quickly deleted the account and then went to sign into her email and scroll through what she had verification codes for. She had multiple dating site accounts and had lots of matches. I slowly downloaded all the apps and sign in using her email, and for most of them they were old, and she didn't meet up with all the people she matched with. Since those took place before we met, I could look past that. But when it came to Tinder, I couldn't access her account, due to it needing a phone number verification. Sometimes she goes to parties with her friends, and I either stay home or visit family. We also have each other's locations, but I don't think she realizes that. Anytime she goes out, I constantly check her location to see if I could catch her in the act. But with the poor connection, that has been difficult. I also started thinking to myself, if I were to catch her cheating, what should I do? She's cheating because she is in need of money and cannot find a job, and I'm not able to provide for her. At the same time, it hurts a lot knowing that when I was gone, she was with other people. I don't want to be alone again, but I don't want to stay with her knowing she is cheating on me. I want to confront her in person, but I don't want our relationship to end. Maybe I'm being blind, but I feel like she does genuinely like me. At this point, I don't know what to do. Update: I was unable to meet her in person because I got caught up with something, but I asked if she was meeting with people and she denied everything. Obviously, I know she is lying, but at this point, there is nothing there for me. I've decided I'm going to break up with her, like I should have when I found out.